Simchat Torah. By the way, like holidays like Shabbat, please, if you could put away all phones and things like that and all electronics. If we could put away all phones and electronics for the holiday, that would be so appreciated. All right? We want to keep the sanctity of the service, so thank you all for honoring and not taking pictures. We greatly appreciate it. What are we celebrating today? Simchat Torah, but what are we going to walk around with in a little bit? Torah. Do you know what we celebrate? We're going to, at the next service, not now, but the big people's service when you're going to grow up to pretty soon, trust me, we're going to read the end of the Torah. We're going to lift it up, and tomorrow we're going to read the end and start it all over again from the beginning of creation. But I have a story about the Torah. Would you like to hear a story? Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let me have the children up front here. Come on here. And parents, I know you're going to want to listen to teachers too because it's a great story. Come on. Sean, Shmoo, come on. Everybody over here. No, come on. I can't start till you're here. Everybody over here, please. No one on the chairs. No, come on. Oh, my friends, there you go. Come on. Shh. Here we go. Let's make room for Sydney there. There you go. All my friends. This is a story of two synagogues. Two places where people would go to pray, to celebrate Jewish holidays. But one of them was a very fancy place. It was ceilings like twice as high as this. It had gold doors. The ark was the most beautiful thing that you have seen ever. There was velvet, and there was silver and gold, and so many beautiful things. And inside, there were like 5 Torahs, and each one with a beautiful cover. The most magnificent things you've ever seen. And inside, all the chairs were made out of silver and gold. It was beautiful, this synagogue. And it was so magnificent. The only problem, Sean, is that no one prayed there. It was in a part of town where nobody lived anymore, but they still had the synagogue. The rabbi, every Shabbat, would go, and he'd open up the door. He'd make sure that everything looked really good, that nobody was having any problems. He would make sure that it was all safe inside. When nobody would come, he would lock it back up. It was very sad, the rabbi. He had been a rabbi there for a long time. No people to come and pray. Now, on the other side of town, there was a synagogue where there were lots of people praying. But by the way, this synagogue they weren't wealthy at all. Here, have a seat. There you go. Shh. They didn't have any fancy chairs. Here, have a seat. Come on, sit down. They didn't have any fancy chairs. There was no gold and there was no silver. Just wood and crates that people would sit on. Shh. Oh, here's your flag. Very nice. Okay, have a seat. Right over here. Come on. Yeah, you good? As long as you're good, we're fine. Here we go. And so this synagogue wasn't a nice, very particularly synagogue at all, but there were lots of people there. In fact, they could not even afford a Torah. Do you know that? They didn't even have a Torah. The other place had 5 beautiful Torahs. No Torahs there. So what did they do? They had a blank parchment. Just a piece of parchment that was on that should have had a Torah written with nothing. In fact, nobody knew how to read the Torah except for one man who was blind. He had the Torah memorized. And so what would they do? They'd bring out the Torah, the blank Torah, they would put it down, and the man who had the Torah memorized, he would just read from it even though he was blind. There was nothing, but people loved to celebrate in that synagogue, Shabbat and holidays. One day, the rabbi of the very nice synagogue where there was lots of gold and silver, listen to this, it was Simchat Torah. And he went into the synagogue, and he opened up just to check, and he expected he was going to close the door right away, but he heard something. He heard, He didn't know what it was. He thought maybe there was somebody in there. Maybe there was even a mouse, and he was listening, and he went all the way to the ark, and he opened the ark, and he couldn't believe his eyes. He saw Hebrew letters floating around. He saw olives and bets and just all floating around. He closed the ark like this. But pretty soon they were pushing against the ark door. They were pushing, and he was holding them in, and he couldn't anymore, and the ark doors blew open, and all the letters of the alphabet from the Torah were flying out. And they said to him, the rabbi said, "What are you doing?" They said, "You know what? We've been cooped up in this ark for a long time. No one has taken us out to read it all. We're a Torah after all. We want to go someplace where we're appreciated." And he said, "I'm not going to let you go." And he stood in front of them, and he tried to block them. And the olive said, "You watch out. The gimels are coming right behind me. They're going to knock you over." And so the rabbi started seeing the gimels, and he got scared, and he ran out of the way. Do you know how many letters are in the Torah? There's over 600,000 letters. They started marching out. Aleph and Bet and Gimel, Dalet, hey, all the letters of the alphabet, until we got to Taf, the very end. And the rabbi shouted out to them, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" And they said, "Follow us." So he started following them, the rabbi. He started walking around and all through the city walking. It was so far. But those marching Torah letters, they kept marching. Oh my God, they kept marching. And he followed them all around. Finally, about half an hour later, he got to the synagogue where all the other people were. But they didn't even have their own Torah, and there was no silver, no gold, no anything. They got to the point in the service where they lifted up the Torah like this and turned around, and what was there? A blank Torah. Because remember, they couldn't afford a Torah. But as soon as that Torah was open, the letters started jumping onto the parchment. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty soon, all the letters were on the Torah in the right order. And the rabbi came in, he saw all the people celebrating. And he was so happy that the letters of the Torah now could be celebrated with all the people. That rabbi decided every week now, instead of going to his synagogue and just checking and seeing it empty, he would go pray there every Shabbat and every holiday, because people should celebrate Torah, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate Torah. Are you ready? Right. Miss Andrea, you have some Torahs, I think. So I know you have a flag. We're going to bring you plush Torahs as well, so everybody can have a chance to walk around. Parents and teachers, you're going to walk around with them. We'll kind of follow around through here. So everybody get up. Come on. Everybody up.
dates a Torah.
March out now for apples. Have Sunday out, everybody. Oh, there we go. Miss Andrea, the apples are out there? All right.
All right, so what we do is we have arc openings. We're going to take the first Torah out so we have that covered. We know it. Then we take all the rest of them. That way we know which one we're reading from. Because then we take them all out later. Okay? Then we have Hagba and Galila, and then arc openings when we put the Torah away. And then, okay? Yeah, okay.
¿Cómo? ¿Cuántas personas? No sé. ¿Cómo? Ah, no para mí. ¿Van ustedes? No, yo creo que no. Quiten el teléfono. No sabe más. No, es feo. Y vienen. Hello, Bill. No. What's up?
Hello, Grandpa.
I'm glad you too. Thank you. Thank you.
How's Monica doing?
Sore, painful.
I'm gonna go gun up an apple.
All right. Look, my drums have a pickup. Like I need that. That's funny. Look at that. Yeah, right. Yeah. I need a pickup. How are you? Good, thank you. Cold in here. Cold enough. band.
This work we're doing?
Feed the band.
Yeah, feed the
Move over
band.
one, right? What time do we start? Move over. Unless,
Over one? Okay. Are you sitting here? Sure.
yeah, I'm sitting here.
Okay, I
When
can
do we
do
start?
that. Yeah, I'm gonna need, you can show me where I'm supposed to be. I don't have, it's funny, he emailed me the, music for, but, like, for example, one of the tunes, 306, he only sent me the second page. So,
It's probably because we're probably the solo tone.
no, it was a very small part, so. And, you know, I'll be playing some of this and then some of this I won't because I haven't played any of this. So it's gonna be interesting. But I figure, yeah, I'll do what I can. I figure that, this way at least I'll get exposed, huh? And, there you go. So Jeff, yeah, he can't make it. He's got students. So, you know. So in fact, I was one of them. I'm a 4:30 lesson on Mondays. So, let's see. Yours is gonna have comfort. It's not gonna have all the music, is it?
Same thing.
Oh, good. Okay. And I guess I don't really need mine up there.
No, we're playing at the same time.
Okay. Well, the only thing I don't have, it's in a book, if that makes it any easier. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, if you want, the only thing I don't have is 306.
Yeah, I've got the same thing you have.
Oh, okay, you printed that out.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. And then I've got some of the other service songs, and up front I have the two, what do you call them, Trilux?
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
just in case. So. Get it together. Boy, I can see a little better now. I got cataract surgery.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm still using drops in one eye, but I think I see a little better now. Okay.
absolutely.
Please. You got another look like? Hello. Hey there.
I went to the other room. There's good.
Of course I have it, huh?
Can we have food?
What's that?
Food?
Oh, yeah, I have some, yeah. You do?
I just came from work.
Oh,
Oh, we're playing like that today?
like last year, I guess. So, make yourself at home.
Hello. I'm new.
You're new?
Yeah.
I'm old.
Well, I'm
I'm not here all the time.
a lot older than you. But I'm pretty new. I've only been playing the clarinet about 10 months, so
Oh, that's it?
that's it.
Wow. I'm only playing violin about 50 years.
Wow. Well, you know, actually, I played from when I was 8 to 13,
Uh-huh.
and then I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then so busy, which is one of the reasons I picked up the clarinet.
So,
So,
a needle pulling thread. Okay, so here's the clarinet part. Does anybody, do you have your book with you?
yes.
But you know what? I'm going to give you this because this really has the definite order and what it looks like. It's almost exactly the same as yours, but a couple of pages were inserted that didn't belong.
There was 306 was missing.
Yeah. So here, did you print yours out? But just use this. Okay. Just use this. Okay, it's back to back. If any more of your B flatters come, here's the rest of the B flats.
What? Oh, it's allergies.
Here's the rest of the B flats.
Okay.
All right.
There's plenty of us. I think there's only the two of us, unless Chip has got students.
Not.
He's,
Let's see if we can get one of the guys here
Here.
with the.
Yours. If you want to just take the staple out and put in your book, it's fine.
Think we need 'em?
However you want to do it. Okay. But I
Not
just
on
want
the
to have it
service
all
order.
together in one packet. Okay, we have two violins, right? We have your husband
Can't do it
and.
from here. They should have already been done.
So we should have another stand.
we have this one.
Is that not being used for sure?
As far as I know, I don't
Okay.
know, but I don't think so.
All right, so let's, if you can hand that over to me, is that gonna hurt your back? Or that one, whichever one. Okay.
You okay? Yeah. Let me walk it around, so I don't drop this on somebody.
Yes.
Get a packet of music?
Yes, your back, here's your packet right there. Yeah. You can take this off, or just rip it out and put it in, but that's the exact, what we're gonna do. Okay. All right. You know that we do 300 over and over again. We go to 300, then 301, and then back to 300, then 302, and back to 300. On the, don't be confused. 302 for the C players, it has two of them. One of them has the words for me to use, and this is the music for you. Okay, so 302, ignore the back part of it, which says 302 for Stein. That's just for me for the words. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Okay?
Actually, you know what? No, yes, there is. Okay, yes, there is. Yeah. I'll put it down here.
No, no, you didn't.
No, take it away. Yeah, no. Thank you.
Okay, so why?
Wine, I guess we'll have to put it, I don't want to put a table there.
The kids can carry this. Hello. Hi, Rabbi. The Epsteins have arrived. You want a tin?
I went back here to get a book.
Huh? You want a tin, right? I don't even know. My clarinet
Sameach. We'll begin our Erev Simchat Torah service on page 39a, and we'll rise for Baruch Hu.
Ya la 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 Umavir yom umevi laila, mavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, Hamariv aravim.
You may be seated. Page 40, 5 lines from the bottom.
Ki hem chayeinu ve'yorech yameinu v'hem negeyomam laila. Ki hem chayeinu ve'yorech yameinu v'hem negeyomam halayla. Ki hem chayeinu ve'yorech yameinu v'hem negeyomam halayla. Ki hem chayenu v'yorach yameinu v'hem negeyomam v'layla. V'avatecha tosir mimenu le'olamim, Baruch ata Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'ktavtam amezuzot beitecha u'visharecha. We continue silently, top of page 42. Vayamishmo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 1
הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 44. Yum bum bum bim bim bum, yum ba bye bye bim bum, yum ba ba bim bim bum, yum ba bye bye bim bum, ay 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 ay, yum ba bum bum bim bum, ay 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 ay, yum ba bum bum bim bum, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norati loro sefele, norati loro. Let's hear you guys. Yum bum. Yum bye bye bim bum. Ay 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 ay. Yum bye bye bim bum. Yum bye bye bim bum. Malechutecha ra'uvanecha bokei hayam livnei Moshe ze'elianu ve'amru Adonai lo le'olam va'ed ve'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov ugelo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Page 45, 3 lines from the bottom.
Ufros aleinu sukkot, sukkot, shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukkot, sukkot, shlomecha. Yalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai 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 lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai 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 lalai. Ufros aleinu sukkot shalomecha, Baruch ata Adonai, haporei sukkot shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
Page 46, a special line for festivals, followed by the Chatzi Kaddish.
We rise. Vayeraber Moshe Moedei Adonai el bnei Yisrael. Yitkara veyitkara shemei rabba. Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamliv malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uchayei b'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv imeru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rav hamevorach. Le'alam elam me'almaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach. Yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithalal v'yithaleh. V'yithalal shemei dekudusha berichu. La'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nefemata. Damiran be'alma
remain standing for the silent Amidah, which begins on page 306 and continues through page 314. Feel free to pray in the Hebrew, in the English, or in whatever prayers are in your heart.
Shalom bimroma, Huyase shalom aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, Amen. Oh, say shalom bimroma, huya say shalom aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Oh, say shalom bimroma, huya say shalom aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, Amen. Ve'imru, Amen.
We turn back now to page 54. We're in this red book, the Siddur, page 54 for Kaddish Shalem.
Yitgadal v'yikra shemei Rabba, v'yamadi bracherotei v'yamlich makotei b'chayechon v'yamachon v'chayed kol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kari v'immeru. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach, Yit. Yit Barak v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitmam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei kudasha. Brichule lamin kopakata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alema v'yimmeru. Titkabal salotahon uvatahon decho Yisrael kodama v'hon devishmaya v'yimmeru. Yehi shlama rama min shamaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru.
Going to be able to, by the way, first of all, I want to welcome, for all of you to welcome our Israeli colleagues, our students that are here. Give them a hand, go ahead, please. They are with their partners. Tell you what, if you are visiting from Israel, raise your hand. Raise your hand, not only, okay, good. And if you're a D. Toledo student and you're hosting in Israeli, raise your hand. So from D. Toledo High School, they have, this is just part of the group, I think one third of the visiting Israelis that are here, and many of them, a number of them have never been to a non-Orthodox synagogue before. I warned them, don't worry, I gave them lots of azhara. I gave about women holding a Torah, which some of them have never seen. A woman rabbi, many of them for sure have not seen. And so the experience, that's why they come to be able to experience something different that you can't necessarily get so often in Israel. So we're going to take out the Torah. Tonight we're going to be finishing, or at least part of it, doing some of the concluding verses of the Torah. Tomorrow morning, which is a lot of more fun, I will tell you, we're going to finish the Torah. We're going to start the Torah anew. We have some special refreshments, we like to call them, to warm the heart that you are welcome to as well. We're going to, if you've been honored with opening the Ark, if you can come forward, please. And to carry the Torah, to take it out, we're going to rise, please. Page 403, Amud 403, יש שם סידורים. זהו. סידור לא החומש, יופי, נא לעמוד, we're going to stand together.
Vayehi bin soha Aaron, vayomer Moshe, kuma Adonai, v'yafutzu oyevecha, v'yanusu misanecha, mipanecha, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, udevar Adonai miYerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato.
You may be seated. Now that you've turned to the Siddur, some of you can put the Siddur away. You can take out the Chumash. Yeshod Sefer Lifnehem, it's a Katushama Chumash. You'll be able to find, towards the end, page 1202, is the final parasha of the Zot HaBracha, page 1202. It is customary, by the way, to have everybody have an aliyah. And what we're going to do is so if you are here tonight as an adult, you are going to come up for one of the first two aliyot. The third aliyah is going to be for our friends from Ironi Aleph and from the Toledo and any other children. You're going to come up and you're going to do an aliyah together. So here is, if you're the first aliyah, anybody here a Kohen? Anybody a Kohen? Anybody a Levi? Anybody, if you're a Levi, come up. If you're married to a Kohen, come on. You'll start coming up as I call you. If you're a Kohen or a Levi, or if you're married to a Kohen or a Levi, if you're wearing Levi's, if you're wearing Levi's, if you're wearing a pair of Levi's, you can come up. Come forward. If you were born in another country, besides Israel, not Israel, if you're born in Iran, if you're born in South Africa, if you're born in Cuba, you can come forward. Anybody who we'll get to Israelis in a moment. Everybody else is going to come forward. And Hungary, there you go, from Budapest. You're going to do the blessing beforehand, and then we'll do the Torah reading, and then you'll do the blessing after. So Bobby will help you get started with the blessing there. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai
Le'olam
Va'ed.
Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolom asher bahar banu mikol hamim ונתן לנו את תורתו. Baruch atah Adonai נותן התורה.
אמן. וזאת הברכה אשר ברך משה איש האלוהים את בני ישראל לפני מותו ויאמר אדוני מסיני בא וזרח משעיר למו הופיע מהר פרן ואתה מרבבות קודש מימינו אשתת למו אך חובב עמים כל קדושיו בידיך וכם תיקו לרגליך יישא מדברותיך תורה ציווה לנו משה מורשה קהילת יעקב ויהי בשורון מלך והתאסף ראשי עם יחד שבטי ישראל יהי ראובן ואל ימות ועל ימות ויהי מיטב מספר וזאת ליהודה ויאמר שמע אדוני כל יהודה ואל עמו תביאנו ידיו רב לו ועזר מצריו תהיה.
Toda lecha, toda. Thank you. You can go back. We're going to call up those, if you, again, the D. Toledo and Ioniana students are going to come up third Aliyah, not yet. So if you are American born and over the age of 13, you can come forward. If you're Israeli born and over the age of 13, you can come forward as well. If you're a urologist and a moil at the same time, you can come forward as well.
I don't know if there could be
Getting
Andy
very
Schwal.
specific now. If your name is Breezy, you can come forward now. So everybody tonight should get an Aliyah. If you haven't been up yet and you're not a student at D. Toledo, or if you're not one of our kids, if you're under the age of 13, you're going to come up in the next Aliyah as well. And you're going to begin the Aliyah together as Erwin helps you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You repeat that. Baruch Adonai.
Amar Tumecha ve'urecha leish hasidecha asher nisito b'masa terivehu al memoriva haomer le'avi u'imo lo re'itiv ve'et echav lo hikir ve'et banav lo yada Ki shameru imratecha uvretecha yinsoru yoru mishpatecha leYaakov vetoratecha leYisrael yashimu kitorah be'apecha v'chalil al mizbechecha barek Adonai chelo Ufo yada tirtzet michatz motnaim kam ab san av min yukumun lebinyamin amar yedi Adonai yishkon lavtecha alav chofech alav kol hayom uvkein kitefav shachet.
Right, you may be seated. Thank you. We're going to call up now D. Toledo. By the way, first, Ironi Aleph, I want the girls, the Bachurot, to come forward first. I want you to be able to look at the Torah, because they have never, most of them have not seen a Torah before. A Bachurot. Okay, come on first. We're going to have everybody come up, and I just want you to be able to, right? Our Chazan will show you.
Right here. Shalom ubracha.
So everybody, if you're not aware, Temple Aliyah family, as Chazan Mimi shows them inside. So by the way, for Israelis, they're used to not having vowels. They were used to reading without vowels, and so if you read the Israeli newspaper, it's very hard for people who don't, like American-born, who need those vowels to read Hebrew. But for them, they don't understand that there's no punctuation in the Hebrew here, and you have to really know what you're reading. And I want them to see that it comes alive. So now the girls have seen it. Tell you what, boys now come from Ironi Aleph, and D. Toledo students, you can come also. If you are also under the age of 13. Under the age of 13. Every child, yes, all the kids should come up here. This is your chance to have an aliyah. Everybody, if you know the brachot, you're going to join along with us. If not, you're going to receive also this blessing. Come together. Chibuk, vakasha. Come forward. Those of you who know the blessing will join along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Baruch et Adonai Hamorach. Baruch Adonai Hamorach le'olam va'ed. We repeat that. Baruch Adonai Hamorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Ul Yosef Amar Mevorechet Adonai Artso Mi Meged Shamayim Mital Umidhom Rovetzet Tachat Umi Meged Tivuot Shamesh Umi Meged Geresh Yirachim Umerosh Harre Kedem Umi Meged Gibot Olam Umi Meged Eretz Umla'a Urtzon Shochnit Sneh Tivuata Rosh Yosef Ulakod Kod Nazir Echav Bechor Shoro Hadar Lo Bekarnei Re'em Karnav Bahem Amim Yenagach Yachtav Efse Eretz והם רבבות אפרים, והם אלפי מנשה.
אחת, שתיים, שלוש. ברוך
אלוהינו מלך העולם. בבקשה. אנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, נותן התורה.
Amen. Abachot Israel, how many of you, first time you've been up to have an Aliyah in front of the Torah? How many of you first time? So, by the way, you know at age, right, Begil, Shnei Masar, when you're 12 years old, you become Bat Mitzvah. You become a boy for 13. But in the United States, in order to show that Jewish connection, they come before the Torah, they're part of the community, to share that you are now part of the larger Jewish community. So we want to wish you all a Mazal Tov on your Banot Mitzvah.
Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov, Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov, Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov. Yehei lanu, Yehei lanu, Yehei lanu, Ulecha Yisrael. Yehei lanu, Yehei lanu, Ulecha Yisrael.
As we say here, by the way, in Woodland Hills, as we say, Mobarak, we also like to show them how we do also. Come on, everybody, come here. We know how to do it, don't worry. Anyway, we continue with our service.
Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ramadi Vrachu Tevi Amlich Malchute V'chayechonu V'yomechon U'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Bagala Bagala Uvizman Kariv V'maru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Olam Me'almaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpar V'yitraman V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei Dekudesha Brichu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shihirata Tushbehata V'nechemata Damiran B'yama V'maru Amen.
All right, Talmidim, you can go back to your seats, please. We're going to call forward Hagba and Galila. If you've been honored with lifting, dressing of the Torah, you can come forward. We rise together, please.
All right,
Na lamod, everybody, we stand up, if you will. Torah Asher Moshe. Over here. Onai Beyad Moshe.
You may be seated.
Want to go from up here? Better sight or no? Up to you.
So we're going to pause our service for a moment to have a little fun, to actually play a little bit, because it's Simchat Torah. We're supposed to be joyful. We're supposed to be having fun. So we're gonna take a moment for play. So I want you to pretend that you are the Torah. You are a scroll in the ark back there. You are this scroll. You're any scroll. You are the Torah. Are you with me? Are you ready to play? Okay. So you are the Torah, and now I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to raise your hand and answer, but when you answer, speak in the first person as the Torah. Get it? Okay. So what does it feel like? You spend most of your time in the ark with the doors closed, no one really looking at you, but sometimes we open the ark, we pull you out, everybody stands up, makes a big deal that we're going to read from you. How does that feel? Tell me, raise your hand. It feels special. You feel special when you're pulled out of the ark? How else? Bob, how do you feel?
Feels really good to get out a little bit. I'm all wrapped up most of the time.
Right. So it's all wrapped up most of the time. Feels good to get out a little bit. Cecil? I feel honored. I'm kept in a place of honor. Okay, did I see another hand in the back from our cantorial intern? Haley, were you raising your hand? You feel so loved when you get pulled out. Okay, anything else when you're pulled out of the ark? What do you think about your clothing, the way you're dressed? You wear that kind of velvet robe and you're all adorned. You wear a crown on your head. What do you think? Would you change your clothing? Do you like it? Yeah? It might be fun to get a new outfit sometimes. You're getting a little tired of your clothing. I get it. What else? How do you feel about the way you're dressed? Would you change it? You like it? The crown is so heavy on you. Yeah, it's like weighing on your head, kind of. Okay, yeah, what do you think? You wish you were dressed in something that had meaning. Like you want to wear clothing that really means something to you. Okay, what else? What do you think about how you're dressed? Anything? All right, here's another question. When we pull you out and we read from you, the Torah, what are you hoping we're going to get out of it? What do you want us to really learn when we read from you? You're happy to see teenagers around, just gathering around you and learning from you. That's great, yeah? You want people to be inspired by you, to read the words inside of you and be so inspired. What else? What do you want people to get out of you, to learn when we open you up and read you? Ellen? Yeah, you are so connected to that tradition from thousands of years, and you want people to read you and understand that connection and feel connected. What else? What should people get out of you? What's the most important thing that people can get out of reading you, of learning from you? To tell the story of the people who are your partners, the people who hold you close, we have to tell that story. What else? What else should we get out? Anyone from D. Toledo or from Israel visiting? You are a Torah. What should we get out of you when we read you? Yeah? We'll say it again? Knowledge. We should get knowledge from you. Amazing. What do you think? Oh, okay, we have a couple more. Yeah. Values. We should be getting values from you, Bob. Learning life lessons. Yeah. Haley? For people to feel connected to your peoplehood. That's great. Now, what do you think is the greatest misconception about you? Do you know what misconception means? Something people think, but it's actually not right? What do people think about you, the Torah, but they've got it wrong? It's not right. Ellen? People open you up to read you, and they think, none of this applies to me, but they're wrong. What else? Yeah, people think you're an introvert, like you just want to be closed up, but you're an extrovert. You like to go out and have fun. Absolutely. Good. That's a great one. What else? I saw some more hands over here. What do people think about you that's not right? It says on Mimi. People don't think you want to be read, but you do, and you don't even just want to be read by the same one person. You want lots of different people to read from you. Yeah. People think you're so ancient, like you don't matter anymore, you're irrelevant. People think you're not able to work with others, to be part of other people's lives, but you are. You're so important to everybody's lives. Yeah, I saw a hand in the back there. Was that a hand? Okay. Right, people take it, and we didn't even ask them. Okay, great. Yeah, Zisel? No, you're the Torah. You're all the Torah. Okay, so people don't think you're very social, right? Like you said, what was your name? Ethan said people think he's an introvert, right? People don't think you're a social document, but you are. You're very social. Okay, Bob? Okay. People take you a little too literally. You have to be able to read between the lines. Yeah. So, since you are the Torah, tell me, because I'm not the Torah, but you are, what does it mean to be the Torah? To actually be the Torah, what does that mean? Since you've all you're doing it right now, you're the Torah. What does that mean? To teach, to be a teacher? Being the Torah means to be a teacher. What else? What, to be precious? To be precious? Yeah? Maybe to be traditional, okay? Yeah, to stand for thousands of years of community and beliefs. To be open to interpretation. So right, on the one hand, to be traditional and to model tradition, and on the other hand, to be open to interpretation. Okay, now I want you to break character. Take off your Torah hat. You're no longer the Torah. You're back to being whoever you were when you came in this room. And now I want to know, now that you've spent a few minutes pretending to be the Torah, when in your life do you feel most like the Torah? When does that resonate for you? When do you feel like the Torah? Besides right now, when I just made you be the Torah. When else do you feel, we just talked about now, people just raised their hands and said it means to be a teacher, to be traditional, to be open. Okay, you're a teacher. So when you're teaching people, you feel like the Torah. That is beautiful. Is that a hand in the back? Can you say it a little louder? Okay, so when it's Yom Kippur, maybe you feel like the Torah. You feel like you're being traditional and open at that moment, okay? When you give tzedakah, you feel like the Torah because you're giving to other people. People are getting to benefit from you. That's great. Any last responses? When in your life? Okay, you're going to have the last word when you feel like the Torah. Okay, Kelly says when you're being a good parent, right? Because you're a teacher, you're maybe traditional, but you're also open. You give to others. When you're a good parent, you are the Torah. And when you do mitzvot, excellent. So as we continue our service, and the whole point of being here this evening is celebrating the Torah, right? It's Simchat Torah. We're celebrating the end of the cycle of reading Torah and the beginning of the new cycle. So feel that. Feel like a Torah. Feel traditional but open. Feel like a teacher. Feel like a giver. Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach. Yasher Koach. Thank you. That was so nice to make it come alive. We're going to finish some of the concluding prayers of our service, including Kiddush, Aleinu, Mourner's Kaddish, and then we're going to bring out the Sifrei Torah. We're going to do our Hakafot and celebrate with the Sifrei Torah. So we're going to rise together, please. Page 79. Amud 79, we rise for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol av v'romamanu mikol ashon v'kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'ahava moadim l'simcha chagim uzmanim l'sason et yom shmini hag ha'atzeret hazeh zman simchatenu mikra kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim umoadei kodshecha Basimcha uvsason hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh Yisrael, v'hazmanim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehecheyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higiyanu lazman hazeh.
Page 56, Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'teinu al yoser breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei ha'aratzot, velo
Hosamanu.
k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kehohamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'mishtahavim u'modim, lifnei melech mohe hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehu noteh shamayim ve'yosed haaretz, Moshe v'karov hashamayim ima'ah, u'shkinatu zo, u'shkinatu zo, mikokei
כן נקבל לך.
Katu b'tortecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'nemar
Adonai.
Vayom ha'hu yeh Adonai echad.
You may be seated. Our final prayer, Kaddish Yatom, Mourners Kaddish. Those who have need or desire, yahrzeit or period of mourning, this is your opportunity on page 58 to bring sanctity and memory to those who have gone before us. Those reciting the words of the Kaddish join together. Yit Gadav, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabba. Amen. Yalma Divrach, Yerutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei, D'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agala, V'zman Karib. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Umei Omaya. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yit'aleh, V'yithalal. Shmei Dekudesha B'richu, Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechamata, Damiran V'alma V'meru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei Shlamad Abba Min Shemaya. V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Meru. Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav. Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Meru. Amen. May God establish His peace in the heavens, grant peace and harmony for us, for all of Israel, and all of humanity, as we say,
Amen.
Amen. We're going to take out the Torah scrolls just a moment, and by the way, we do 7 hakafot, 7 times around. You'll be able to find in the Siddur page 404, you'll find for each each one. 7 is a sacred number, always in terms of sanctification and celebration. Whenever you have 7, it means that something is holy. We hold on to it as well. That's why 7 times around. So we're going to have all of you rise together, please, if you will. And then we have, we're going to take this straight around. Come on, If you've been given the honor of holding one of the Torah scrolls, if you'll come forward, I hope we have some of the Pumpkin. The hakafot are going to go around the edge, around there. We want for the children to come up. We have these plushy Torah, so you have to return it to us at the end, though. So for the younger children, you can you can get one. We want you all to march. We're going to do it around the edge there. You're going to bring the Torah scrolls. Come on, Leo. Come on, Merav. And even if you don't have a Torah, you can march around with us as well. So the students from Temple Aliyah and from Temple Aliyah are going to join together. Here we go. Come on.
הושיענה, חומר דלים הצליחנה, טוב ומיטיב עלינו ביום קורא. יודע מחשבות הושיענה, כביד ונאור הצליחנה, לובי צדקה עננו ביום קוראינו. איי איי עננו ביום קוראינו, עננו Stay up there. We're gonna do my
Number 6, we're on Hakafa number 6. Here we go. The last one, number 7.
רחום וחנון הצליחנה, שומר הברית ביום יורנו, תומך צמימים הושיענה, תקיף לעד הצליחנה, תמיד במעשה בנינו ביום קורנו.
march. If any of the children have any of the little Torah scrolls, the plush ones, you'll bring them forward. We'll have a little bit more music, but we also have, יש לנו גלידה. אתם רוצים גלידה אולי? לא. אם אתם רוצים, יש לנו גלידה. We have ice cream and some treats, everybody. We're going to head out so we celebrate. Chag Sameach!
1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
What did we even play? Not even what you were singing. Very form. So this is the end of the thing? Wow.
Somebody's behind the curtain.
Okay.
Who's behind the curtain?
That was very strange. This was different thing. I don't think we played the right thing.
Exactly. What's that song?
This was not that. I don't know what that was. Okay, whatever.